I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Like, hey bitches, it's Merrick, and today on the menu is sushi. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Merrick. Nice to meet you. I film mukbangs and ASMR, so if you are interested in these types of videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so before we get into the food, I just want to let you guys know that I have a brand new Instagram. I had an old Instagram with the same account, but I changed the username of it just because that one, I wanted to focus a lot more on photography and like the aesthetic is just different. But with my new Instagram, MerrickEats, it'll be purely based on food, YouTube, and mukbang. So make sure to follow me on Instagram because sometimes you might not see the notification on YouTube when I upload a new video, and I promise I'll be very active on the Instagram. So whenever I post a new video on YouTube, I'll make sure to upload a picture on Instagram letting you guys know that I have a new mukbang or ASMR out that day. As well, I know some of you guys prefer to talk to me off YouTube, and generally, I tell people to message me on Instagram, DM me on Instagram if you want to talk more privately, so I'll try to respond to all the messages I get on there as well. So yeah, make sure to add me on Instagram. But let's move on to the food now. So as you guys can tell, today I am having sushi, and the type of sushi I'm having is California rolls. I got these California rolls from Costco. I counted there is 26 pieces for $8 Canadian, which is around $5.50 United States dollars. So I think that's a pretty good deal. 8 CAD for $5.50 USD. So yeah, I am so hungry. Let me just eat a little bit first before I continue talking. You guys can't see like the back, but you see all the sushi in the front. There's like the vertical rolls right here, and then there's actually more rolls in the back. So I'm just gonna take one from the back first to be polite. I don't want to like wreck the nice image, nice plating I created up there for everyone. Dip it in the soy sauce. Sushi, wow. Sushi number one. Here we go. Oh my god. So good. I did not have lunch today, so I'm very hungry. Here, have one. Open wide. Got it? Vroom! Rocket ship into your mouth. I love California rolls. I know they're not like authentic sushi, they're like westernized sushi, but I think they're pretty good. Are California rolls even made in California? Is that where they originated from? Got some water here with the M branding, and also an M. Oh, where is it? How do I get to the M? M. I'm trying to point to the M. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, the cup is in the way. There we go. We also got an M right there for MerrickEats branding, of course. First thing I want to talk about today is the sushi. So I'll put a picture right here of the Costco sushi, of like where I got it from and how much it was. There's 26 pieces for $7.99, which is $8. And then this one is the exact same thing in my regular supermarket. Like, look at the difference in the amount of pieces inside the two sushi boxes. I didn't count yet of like the smaller box, but I'll count later when I edit. I'll put the number of sushi rolls in the smaller box on the screen right now. And that box, guess how much that was? Guess. that box was $8.29. Yes, that smaller box was more expensive than the bigger box. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe myself. They are from the exact same company as well, All Asia. There's exactly nothing that separates them apart. So I have no clue what the pricing strategy is of Costco versus my local supermarket. Mmm. Mmm. So good. Mmm. Mmm. I'm going to eat one more piece of sushi before I get to my story time for today. Here's one more piece for everyone. Make sure the soy sauce does not drip onto my carpet. There you go. Mmm. I'm actually gonna add some wasabi into my soy sauce. Just for a little heat. I forgot. I didn't even describe the taste of the California rolls yet. So inside the California rolls, we have imitation crab meat. On the outside is sushi rice seasoned with some rice wine vinegar. And then on the top of the rolls is some sesames. Okay, so let's get on to my story time. By the way, if I keep looking to this side of the frame, it's because I have some notes written down because this is kind of a long story time. It's not really a long story time. I just have this tendency to not exaggerate, but to elongate story times. Like literally, I can tell you the story time in 30 seconds, but I like to give you guys, the audience, every single detail of what happened because I can just tell you guys the facts. I can tell you guys, oh, this happened, and this happened, and this happened. But what I choose to do and what I hope you guys enjoy is the details. I like to tell you guys how I went into the situation feeling, what exactly happened in the situation, how it happened, and how did I react to the situation. I just don't want to give you guys facts. I don't want to be firing facts left and right, and since there's so many details in my story times, I have to have them written down, or else I'll tell you guys something and I might miss something in between and you might be very confused as to what exactly happened. These ones are a little bit different. This one has cucumbers inside. My longtime viewers know that I do not like cucumbers. Ooh, so I'll be picking them out. Sorry if that ignores. Sorry if that annoys anyone. So this story time takes place, before I tell you guys the background of the story time, in my previous mukbangs, a common theme on my channel is friendship, and I always talk about how I don't have any friends, I can't make any friends, my inability to form friendships, and this story time is just one example, just one out of a bucket of experiences I have of me not being able to make a friend despite me trying. So yeah, this is just a prime example of what I've been talking about these past couple of months, me not being able to make friends. So I hope you guys enjoy. Cause I chose this story time because I tell you guys, oh, I can't make any friends, no one wants to be my friend and stuff, and I feel like some people don't believe me. Some people think I'm actually lying, but people in real life, I was gonna say my friends in real life, but that's just counterintuitive. When I say I have no friends, I mean I have no friends that I see in real life. I have internet friends, I have friends online, but I don't have any friends I can go bowling with. I don't have any friends I can go see a movie with or share a meal with. I do have internet friends, and all my internet friends, like my close internet friends, they kind of agree with me that I cannot make friends. So let me tell you guys the story, and you can make an informed opinion on your own. Oh my god, like look at this. The filling inside, the imitation crab meat is literally spewing out. I'm not sure how you pronounce that word. Spearing. Like it's exploding. It's exploding from the top like a volcano. Okay, on to the story time now. This is so good, you guys. Oh my god. I want to make this again, and I think my excuse of making this video again will be an ASMR. I'll make an ASMR version of this. I'll buy the exact same thing from Costco 2 months later, and it'll be the exact same food, but just no talking and pure eating noises. By the way, I'm planning to order a new microphone because right now for my audio, I use my iPhone and it's good for mukbangs, but for ASMRs, it just doesn't cut it. Like the quality is not up to the standard of ASMRs, like the standard the ASMR community is at. So I'm looking into getting a new microphone. Hopefully that'll come soon. Anyhow, I go on a tangent about stuff and I just keep talking and I forget what I was starting at or like what I wanted to talk about initially. Story time. Remember, Merrick, story time. Okay, story time now. No more wandering paths in your mind, like random thoughts. Story time. This story time occurred in my university years. I graduated university 2 years ago now. So this happened 3 years ago. It happened around my third or fourth year of university. And it involves one person. Just one person this time. There's no drama in a group. It just involves one single person. And okay. Of course, I am not going to use his real name because I don't have his permission to talk about this, I don't think. But we are going to call him Jared. His name is going to be Jared in this story time. Okay, so how did I meet Jared? Throughout my last few years of university, I had like one or two friends. And I keep telling them that I wanted to make more friends. And I was like, oh, I can't make friends. It's so hard to make friends now because like in first year, you live in residence, you share a floor together, you see the same 30 people on the floor. So you're bound to befriend someone on your floor since you're always together, right? And in third and fourth year university, everyone's like kind of on their own. They usually live off campus and stuff. They already have their own friend groups established. So I told my one or two close friends that I wanted to make more friends, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't make any friends and stuff. They suggested I join a club, and that's exactly what I did. I went and joined a club, and granted, I wasn't completely interested in that club, but like I said in my previous videos, I am someone who does not have that many interests. I don't have that many passions. I don't even think I'm passionate about anything in life, which is really sad. But yeah, I don't have that many interests, and the offerings in my university, there were like a ton of clubs. There was like 200 clubs. None of them really spoke to me. Yes, that is a saying. None of them really spoke to me except for this one club that I was mildly interested in. And I'm not going to tell you guys what kind of club this was, just because I feel like if I tell you what club it is, it'll totally expose this person, so I'll refrain from telling you guys that fact. But guaranteed, it was not a sex club. It was not a sex club. We did not meet every Thursday night in the behind. Wait, I'm trying to think where people have sex on campus. People have sex on campus in the library. We did not meet in the library bathrooms every Wednesday night to F and stuff. We did not do that. I wanted to say the full F word, but again, I'm trying to refrain myself from swearing on this channel because I know I have younger viewers, so we did not F in the bathrooms of the libraries on Wednesday nights. I really need to speed this story time up a little bit because this video has been going on for so long. Pause. Let me know guys in the comments down below if you mind longer videos. Like sometimes when I do story time videos, I have so much to say that the video goes on for a very long time. So would you guys prefer me to just do mukbang and like less story time videos and have the videos like 20-25 minutes long? 20-25 minutes long? Or do a story time video like this but have it be 30-40 minutes long? Just cause with a story time video, like I said earlier, I elaborate a lot of the details. So a little bit about this club. In this club, you get into groups to do this club activity, and it's kind of by kind of random, I mean it is random, and you're randomly assigned into groups every week. And I think for 7 out of the 8 weeks in the first term, me and Jared, we were in the exact same group. So we kind of got along, like we did get along, and we kind of like had a connection, but it wasn't a strong connection. It was more like we were acquaintances than friendship in my eyes, because I hold friendship to a very high standard. So I just saw him as an acquaintance that I had to be in a group with him once a week. And I didn't mind being in a group with him. He was nice. Like, he's a nice guy. Something I want to tell you guys about this story time. Well, yeah, about this story time is Jared. He has a passion for coffee. He has a passion for coffee, and this club is not about coffee. It's not like a coffee club. It's not like a cafe club. But he had a passion about coffee, and because I was so desperate for friends at the time, and still now to this day, not much has changed throughout the past 3-4 years. I kind of faked my interest for coffee. Like I like coffee. I don't mind coffee. I tend not to drink it because of my anxiety, and caffeine accelerates your anxiety. So I try not to drink it that often, but like I like the taste. I don't mind it. I like it as much as the next person. My favorite coffee, if you're wondering what my go-to drink is a matcha latte. Love matcha. Green tea is so good. So my job right now is it kind of doesn't make any sense if I say it this way, but I don't want to tell you guys my job online just because I don't know who's watching. But I get paid to talk to people. I get paid to hold a conversation, and I'm really good at holding conversations. It does not matter if I have no clue what the subject is about. I'm really good at firing questions. If it's a quiet person, I usually pry them to talk about themselves. Or if they don't want to talk about themselves, I talk about me, and I just kind of pretend I know stuff about the subject they're interested in. So I'm just really good at holding a conversation, and that's exactly what I did with Jared. I held a conversation about coffee that I was not that interested about. It's just like in my mind, I'm like, oh, I've seen this guy like 7 weeks. We've always been in the same group. He's really friendly. He's an acquaintance. I saw potential in him to become my friend. I was like, okay, if I just pretend that I'm interested in coffee, pretend that I'm that passionate about coffee as he is, maybe we will start bonding over other stuff besides coffee and we'll be friends. That's the rationale in my mind. Am I crazy for thinking that? I don't think so. Okay. So I joined this club first term of university. And I think throughout the entire term, almost throughout the entire 4 months. No, I lied. So we like kind of was in the same group for the first 2 months, and then for the last 2 months, he kept asking me to go to this cafe with him. Okay, this is where it gets sketchy. No, not really. I was gonna be like, okay, he asked me to go to this cafe with him. He drove me to this cafe. It turned out to be a ditch in the middle of nowhere, and he chopped me up into pieces, and I died. That's the story time, everyone. No, I'm kidding. That's not what happened. That is far from the truth. But he did keep asking me to go to this cafe. And obviously, being the friendly person that I am, I'm not going to be like, no, I don't want to go to this cafe with you, Jared, because I'm not that passionate about coffee. I said, yeah, for sure, like whenever you're free, just hit me up and stuff. And I said that with the intention of him never taking initiative to actually hit me up and set a date with me, because he's been going on about our little hangout at this cafe for weeks and weeks and weeks, and like by the fourth week I'm like, oh, I'm sure he's just like saying that he doesn't actually want to hang out with me outside of this club. No, I was wrong. He did. He certainly did. He ended up setting a date with me, and of course I didn't want to be rude, so I said yes, and I genuinely wanted to go because I thought if I go to this cafe with him, we'll grab coffee, we'll sit down and talk, we can explore other things we have in common, bond over other things, and become good friends. That was my thinking. We set a date, and this was during winter time, right? This was when it was snowing. There was a blizzard outside that day, that Saturday. Um, and I live in Canada, so that's pretty typical of our winters. I got dolled up, and by dolled up, I mean I did my makeup, I picked a cute outfit, I did my hair. I spent 90 minutes getting ready, I put on contacts and stuff. I spent 90 minutes getting ready. I took the bus to that cafe, which took 1 hour because in my university town, I didn't have access to a car then because my car was back in my home city. So it took me 1 hour on the bus, 90 minutes to get ready, and I showed up looking like a hot mess because it was a freaking blizzard outside, which was like perfect because I wanted to warm up. I wanted to warm up against the fireplace in the cafe. By the way, when Jerry told me about this cafe, I looked up the cafe on the internet and I saw that there was an area for you to lounge at, for you to like read a book against a nice fireplace and stuff. So I was really, really looking forward to taking advantage to that fireplace. Anyhow, I showed up looking like a hot mess, and I see Jared all warm and cozy in his car waiting for me. Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong. No drama in the story time just quite yet. We walk into the cafe together, and this cafe, it had a lounge area with a fireplace, like I said. It had an area where you can look at different coffee beans and also some exhibits of local artists, and their artwork on display and for sale, like an auction. So we greet each other. We walk into the cafe. First of all, we just like take a look around the different coffee beans and stuff. And this is where I started getting an off feeling about him, because he's the one who's really passionate about coffee and coffee beans, and I thought he would kind of show me around the store. Like, I thought he would be like, oh, this coffee bean is from Nigeria, and this coffee bean is from Peru, and this is how you can tell the difference, and why this is better than this. Like, kind of give me a personal tour, and I kind of wanted him to, because I want to educate myself more about coffee beans, and I'm sure he wanted to as well, since like that's his passion, and people love talking about their passions. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting us to wander the store together, to explore the coffee beans together, to look at the exhibits together. Did not happen. As soon as we stepped foot into the store, he parted ways with me, and like I tried to like be near his area and be like, oh, what's that? Where's that one from and stuff. And when I did that, he would answer me with like a one-word answer, like very concise, very crisp, and then he would go somewhere else. And he is never like that in our club. In our club, he's very talkative. He can hold a conversation with me, not that well granted, but he can still hold a conversation. So it just felt like he was a completely different person as soon as he stepped foot into the cafe. Because like when I was greeting him outside of the cafe when he got out of his car, he was very friendly, normal, nothing strange was up with him. Ooh, I'm starting to get full, everyone. Oh my gosh. How many pieces do we have left? 9? Maybe I'll have a couple more and I'll save some for my parents. I need to like ramp this story time up a little bit because I'm getting full, so I want to end this video kind of soon. I still have a lot of things to talk about. So we wandered the store alone for like 3-4 minutes, and finally we meet up in the counter, in front of the counter where the barista is and where the menu is on the wall. We picked out what we wanted, and I wanted to be nice because this is Jared's idea. Like, he's the one taking initiative to invite me to do something, to hang out with him outside of campus, outside our club. So I treated him to his coffee. He ordered like a mocha latte, something like that. And he had like a lot of different specifications on his cup, like extra hot, no foam, soy milk and stuff, because like he's a coffee enthusiast, right? So I'm like, okay, I don't mind paying the extra $2, $3 for all these different customizations. I picked what I wanted. And this is where the issue I have with the entire story time comes in. This is the most dramatic part of the story time. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Turn up your volume, put your dog in the other room, because shit is about to hit the fan, everyone. I know I promised I was not going to swear on my channel, but I'm trying so hard. I naturally swear a lot. It's hard for me. Sorry, everyone. Let's say the counter was right here, right in the center. One side of the restaurant, or of the cafe, one side of the cafe is the lounge area with the nice leather seats, with the fireplace, the wood burning. There's all the different exhibits there, local artwork by artists, all on display on this side, right? This side is the door. This side is the exit. This side is where you leave. I got my drink first. I'm sipping on my matcha latte. We're waiting for his mocha latte, extra hot, no foam, soy milk, whatever. We're waiting for that. I'm just sipping, and like I'm kind of making small talk at this point. I'm like, oh, what were you doing before you came here? What were your plans today and stuff? And oh, hold on. I asked him. I was like, oh, do you have any plans after this? Because we met up around 10:30 a.m. and I was actually planning on asking him for lunch. after this. And he said he had no plans after this. Great. Great. I was like, yes, we're having lunch for sure. We're going to drink our lattes, play a bit of chess because they had board games in the lounge area. Whew. Still sipping on my latte at this point. He gets his drink because it's ready from the counter. And as I am turning my shoulder this way to go to the fireplace, he turns his shoulder that way. Yes, that way. He walks towards the exit. And okay, first of all, I didn't think much of it at first. I was like, okay, I'm so confused because the patio isn't open. There's a blizzard outside. Where are you going? He starts walking towards the exit. So obviously I'm following him because like we didn't say bye yet. So I'm following to the door, and I'm still continuing this like small talk to like not make it awkward and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, like what are you studying in university? How many more years do you have left? What do you want to be after you graduate from university? That kind of stuff. Like very basic surface stuff. Nothing deep at all. Nothing we like really bond over because we're in different programs. Oh, I need a breather. I just like literally went on a tangent. Let's eat one more piece of sushi first. So at this point, we're walking to the door, right? We're walking to the exit. So we're walking to the exit. He opens the door, and then our small talk kind of ends. So at this point, I'm still very confused. I was like, are we going to sit in your car and talk while we drink our drinks instead of chilling by the fireplace? Is that your cup of tea? Do you like that? Inside my mind, I didn't say anything to him. And then this is what he says. He says, well, that was really fun. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you. I'll let you be the judge of that. Did you form your opinion yet? He basically wanted to leave. This entire hangout lasted 7 minutes. I looked at my phone when I went up to his car to say hi to him, to greet him. And then I looked at my phone when he got into his car and left. This entire hangout was 7 minutes. I spent 90 minutes getting ready, 1 hour on the bus here and 1 hour on the bus back. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, like wow, my camera literally cut out during the most important part of my story time. What I was saying was I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, I spent so much time getting ready, busing there just to hang out with Jared for 7 minutes. I'm so sad. I honestly thought we could become friends because we kind of had a similar personality during our time in the club, but guess not. And the story time is not over just quite yet, everyone. I still have more to say. Damn, I hate it when my camera cuts out during like the most important parts of my video. Literally, that's like the story of my life. During the most important parts of my life, something messes up. It's a metaphor, everyone. It's a metaphor. I'm going to put the rest of my sushi on this plate to save it for my parents. Give them some food to eat when they come home later. So winter break happens and class resumes in January, and I thought we would never speak of this incident ever again. In his mind, I'm sure the hangout went great for him, but in my perspective, it was a freaking disaster. So I thought we would never talk about that. We would just hang, like we would see each other at the club and we would just be friendly and stuff. Nope. During the second week back, we got paired together in a group again. And then he tells me how he had such a great time getting to know me and how he wanted to do this again. He literally said, oh yeah, we should totally do this again. And in my mind, I'm like, are you effing crazy? You left in 7 minutes. I did not get to know you. The only thing I got to know is your drink order. Your long ass drink order. That's the only thing I got to know, okay, buddy? But on the outside, because I can't say that, I don't want to be rude to someone. I was like, oh yeah, definitely. I had a great time, yeah. Just hit me up whenever you're free after midterms and stuff. And yeah, that's the story time. That's basically it. And for the record, me and Jared, we never became friends. We were just acquaintances for the rest of the year. And I asked my close internet friends if I did anything wrong. Like, what's their take on this? And a lot of them know that I put in a lot of effort to try to find friends. I'm very proactive about the situation, because I tried a passive approach and that didn't work well. Some people, like, you know that saying, it's like, if you look for love, you'll never find love? My internet friends are like, if you try to find friends, you'll never find friends. Well, I tried 1 year of not doing anything, not looking for friends, and I still have no friends. So I'm pretty sure I have to be proactive. I'm pretty sure I have to be proactive about this entire situation. So yeah, that is my story time. Let's do question of the day now, everyone. Question of the day. Am I overreacting? That's the first question. And second question is, what would you do in my situation? What would you do in my situation? Am I overreacting? And what would you do in my situation? Please leave me a comment down below with your answers because I would love to know. If you have any other thoughts of this entire story time, please also leave me a comment down below. One thing, this is just like my personal preference, is sometimes I get very, very long comments. If you could you kind of break up your comments? So instead of leaving a paragraph in one comment, could you like kind of leave me 3 comments with like shorter sentences, just because it's like literally easier for me to respond to and read. So yeah, that is it. I was going to say one more thing, but I forgot. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I literally forgot my one other thing. I covered all my points, and yeah, that was a delicious meal. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe. I make mukbangs and ASMRs every single week. And make sure to connect with me in the comments down below. Add my brand new Instagram account. And until next time, that was your daily dose of a hot mess. Bye, bitches.